And did you show promise for it at that time?
Well, in the projects there, somebody had went someplace and found a basketball backboard with a rim. You notice I said found. And
Yes.
it brought it to our neighborhood, into our projects, and nailed it to a tree. And so, and there was a place where it used to be where the garbage, all the garbage cans were stored. It had a cement platform. And so they moved all the garbage cans off of that and tore the fence down, and that was our basketball court.
Oh my goodness.
And so I was 9 years old. I had never seen a basketball. And I started playing, and I was really, really ineffective. In fact, when I went to junior high school, we had a homeroom league. You know, you go to school and you go to your homeroom for 15 minutes to check in, your attendance and everything. And at the end of the day, you go there for another 10 minutes to check out. So they make sure that you're in school, everything. I had a real problem trying to make my homeroom. We had a homeroom league at lunch. We played 15 minutes. And I was hard pressed to make my homeroom team. And then I went to McClymonds and
That was the high school?
yes, and
Yes.
I went out for I couldn't go with basketball when I got there because the season had already started. But I went out for track and field. I couldn't do anything. And so when I came back the next year, I made the junior varsity, but I was the 15th man on the team. In fact, me and a guy named Roland Campbell, we shared the 15th uniform. He wore one game, and I wore the next game. And we alternated with that one uniform. I figured I didn't get a chance to play that year because you know, if you share uniforms, you're never gonna get a lot of minutes. Even when you got the uniform. So the next year I said, well, I'll go out for junior varsity again. Maybe I get some minutes. I got cut the second day. And that was probably the best thing that ever happened. One of the best things in my whole life, but that's one of the best things that could have happened.
Why?
Well, the junior varsity coach that had kept me had been my homeroom teacher in junior high school.
Oh.
So we knew each other.
Yes.
And he was the junior varsity coach. Well, after he was so successful in junior varsity, he moved up to the varsity. He was the varsity coach. So the junior varsity coach was another person altogether. So I go into the gym, and they cut me from junior varsity. And so he walks up to me, and he looks at me, and he's smiling. He says, I see they cut you from junior varsity, huh? And he was smiling. I said, I don't think it's all that funny. And he says, well, the reason I'm smiling is this afternoon you come out for the varsity. I says, I just got cut from junior varsity. He said, I'm not the junior varsity coach. I'm the varsity coach. And you come out for the varsity this afternoon. And he kept me on the varsity. After the first practice, he says, okay, you wait after practice. So after practice, he said, okay, let's go. We get in his car. We drive to the boys' club. And he takes $2 out of his pocket and buys me a membership to the boys' club. He says, I want you to play basketball every night. After you leave practice, I want you to go to the boys' club and play at least 2 hours or 3 hours and then go home. But I want you playing every day. And I did exactly what he told me.